Alright guys, well I was kind of like listening to CB and I'm looking at 10 meters and I don't know if anything's happening on there because all I have is the CB in the truck and I usually check it, when I go out and about and then I come home. But I was thinking about putting this in the truck just, for now. But I was like, well, I've got this thing if I can find the power cord for it. It does 10, 11, and 12. But I think this would be easier. This thing got a scratch on it. I hate the stupid ass paint that Yaesu used because it attracts dirt. You rub it, it gets worse. It's hard to clean. And it just looks like shit when it gets fucked up. Now, if I knew how to restore paint, this thing isn't bad, but I'm just saying if I knew how to restore paint, maybe I wouldn't care, but I don't. This is the worst handle I've ever bought for a radio, by the way. I had to flip it the other way around. They say it's not supposed to go this direction, but when it's flat, what it does is it sits really, really flat. You can't grab it. And so what I've done is I just go like that and leave it like that. I don't know. They show instructions the other way around. But I almost feel like their instructions are wrong. So what I don't like about this radio is it has non-replaceable feet. And it has no feet for here. So what you're going to do is you're going to wear through this paint here every time you touch this onto some crap and move it around. It will happen. The antenna tuner in this thing could be adjusted to work a little bit better, but I've got a better microphone for it, but it's still kind of, not great. This one here it's just a hair off on 10 meters. So I don't know what the deal is there. I have a couple other radios I could put in the truck without the benefit of the tuner. This one here is by far the smallest. The DX70. I used to run the Yaesu in the truck, the 891, but the SWR meter doesn't work right. And I don't like having an SWR meter. This actually doesn't have an SWR meter, but it has a relative signal strength meter, so you can kind of tell when you have a bad match. So, that's one problem with this one. And if you wanted to use 6 meters, you need an extra antenna, which I'm not really concerned about using 6 meters, but this is the one I usually use in the truck. And it can be off frequency just a hair or two, I've noticed, but I think it's just because it's old and it's aging. So, but other than that, I do not want to put some huge ass radio in the truck. I have ran the 570 a few times in the truck, but it's pretty big, and everything else is big. So, yeah, I don't know. Well, I could put something like a 7300 in the truck, but I don't want to do that. I try not to carry radios in and out of the house and stuff all the time.